Hey folks, and welcome back to West Yorkshire Retro Gamer. I can't believe I'm doing this. I know nothing about the National League apart from one team. So, this is completely out of my comfort zone. But I'm going to try and predict the National League for the upcoming season. Apologies to practically every team in this division because my knowledge of the National League is very weak. So, please be gentle in the comments down below. Oh boy. Alright. So, let's have a look at this then. We'll go in alphabetical order. Aldershot Town. I'm going to put Aldershot in the bottom half, 15th place. I've got all my placings written down, but in terms of the tier list, you can see how that's been laid out. Who's next? Altrincham. I'm gonna place Altrincham at the bottom of the playoffs, 7th place. Why the hell not? Next, Boreham Wood. Sorry, Boreham Wood. I've got you going down, boys. I hope some of these prove me wrong, I really do. My knowledge is so weak of the National League. There's not a lot gone into this. There really hasn't. And it'll probably reflect in my placings. Just a bit of fun, this. So it's not going to be any fun for those that get relegated, trust me. My team leads have been there. It's rotten. So, next we've got Boston. Boston United. I'm going to say that Boston... Oh, so Boreham Wood, I put 23rd, by the way. Boston, I'm going to put them 18th, which would be the bottom half. Moving on to Brackley Town. I've got Brackley 20th, which just scrapes survival. I don't know. Who's next? Braintree. I'm going to put Braintree 16th, which is another bottom half. It's not looking good for these teams that are in the upper echelons of the alphabet, is it? Sorry. Please forgive me. Okay, that might change right now. Carlisle United. I'm going to say that Carlisle will be in the playoffs. I've got Carlisle placed 3rd. So there we go. Who's next? Eastleigh. We've got an aeroplane on their badge. Now look at some of the badges. Like Aldershot's badge is kind of cool. With like a phoenix on the front there. Any other badges stick out for cool reasons? Nothing much so far. Like Boston's is interesting, you've got a ship. Too much going on Altrinchem's badge. There we go. Moving on. But yeah, Eastleigh have an aeroplane on their badge. I'm going to place Eastleigh at the bottom of the top half in 12th position. How's about that? Next, my boys, Halifax Town. FC Halifax Town. Surely this is their season. League champs, baby. Oh yes. I think the chances of Halifax finishing as league champions are about the same as me getting rich. Realistically, so like heart makes me put them first, but head makes me put them 7th. But there we go. We can dare to dream. Come on, the Shaman. After Leeds United, Halifax are my team. It's my hometown. It's where I live. Been to the Shea many times, actually. Well, a few times. I've even played trombone on the Shea. So there's a bit of useless information. But yeah. Shaman. Going up, baby! I hope. If Halifax go up and Leeds stay up, that is the perfect season for me. Come on, you Shaman. Next. Who's next? Forest Green Rovers. Now, green's my favourite colour. Forest Green, not my favourite team. I'm assuming their nickname is the Vegans. I could be completely wrong on that, by the way. However, I've got Forest Green, top half, 8th. So, no, she'll be in there. It's shoved easily along, but it don't really matter, does it? I'll kind of place them all when I've got them all in the right positions. Next is Gateshead, formerly managed by former Halifax Town manager Neil Aspin, who was a former Leeds United player. So there's a more useless information for y'all. I've got Gateshead finishing in the playoffs in 6th place. Yep. Got Gateshead 6th. Hartlepool, managed by the man, the best manager in this division, in my humble and biased opinion, Mr. Simon Grayson. I wish he would manage Halifax. I really do. Because I think that Grayson would he'd get Halifax promoted. He would, I'm certain of it. Hello, Kirby. Both of my cats have just had a little bit of outside time and they've both literally come in like a minute apart. You alright, sweetheart? Oh, way up. So Wendy's sat on the windowsill now, like literally on the open window frame, and Kirby has just jumped onto the windowsill. Well, this is going to be exceedingly interesting. Back to the video. Sorry, I live with 2 cats and the barmy. So, where are we at? Hartlepool. Hartlepool. Simon Grayson. What a manager. He's great. He's a Leeds fan, he's a Leeds boy, he's Leeds. So, I've got Hartlepool in the lofty heights a second. Oh yeah, baby. Go on, Simon. Because I tell you, if Halifax don't win it, I reckon Hartlepool might. like, all joking aside, Simon Grayson, he can turn water into wine, can that guy? Look at what he did for Leeds in League One. He turned them into an absolute machine. Don't get me wrong, we had some good players at that level, but I just have a feeling Simon has been managing all over the world, like literally, and he's gained some amazing experience. He went on Sam Allardyce's Tippy Tappy Football podcast. Really interesting watch is that. If you get a chance, have a watch. But it's an incredible insight into what Grayson's done as a manager in recent seasons. It's great to see him managing back in England again. I just wish that when Millington had left Halifax, I just wish that Halifax would have pulled the boat out and sold the project to Simon Grayson. Simon Grayson at Halifax that'd be another dream for me, that. I reckon he's the man to take him up. But in the meantime, they've got this new fella from, where have they got him from? Kings Lynn or something? And he's bringing half of his Kings Lynn squad to the team as well, by the looks of things. So I really don't know. But I hope Halifax get it. Anyway, moving on. Poor Morecambe. Oh, I feel for the fans here. I feel for the fans of Morecambe. I watched some of the stuff that was online recently, and I've just read through the most recent update. They've only got until tomorrow. They've only got until tomorrow to sort their shit out. Excuse my French. But that is awful for the fans. They were in League One only a few seasons ago. And now they're in the conference and they might not even exist after tomorrow? That's just, no. So, for the minute, unfortunately, I've got Morecambe in 21st place because, if they do survive existence, they're going to be hit with an absolutely massive points deduction. And with that downwards trajectory going from League 1 to League 2 to the conference, as I call it still, I don't call it National League. Yeah, I fear for Morecambe. The poor fellas are, they're not being paid, the owners don't have a clue. The director even came out and spoke to local news and said that he's not even sure that the club's going to exist. So for now I have to put them in the drop zone, because if they do continue to exist, they're going to be hit with a whopping points deduction. I reckon the National League will throw the book at them, give them 20 or 30, maybe 30 points deduction. I mean, if that happens, they're down, aren't they, surely? I mean, last season the bottom two only got 22 points and 40 points, which was never going to be enough to keep them up, was it? The two above them, Maidenhead and Dagenham, there's a rhyme. They were very unlucky. They got 52 each, and Wealdstone stayed up on 53. Yeah, I mean, I hate to see football clubs going out of existence. It's not right, is it? Bolton got hit heavily, but they've somehow recovered. I think it was like a last second job with them, wasn't it? But look at Bury. Bury had to go down to about the ninth or eighth tier of English football or something when they reformed. Well, look at Halifax. When they had to reform, they fought their way back up and have been a solid conference team since, or solid National League team since. Very solid. They're always pushing for playoff. If the worst of the worst does come to Morecambe, hopefully they can reform and fight their way up the leagues again. But I feel for the fans, I really do. The only teams I'd like to see go out of existence are teams like Man United. I'd love to see them go out of existence, can't stand them. But that's just me. Moving on. The next team on the list is Rochdale. Where have I placed them? I've got Rochdale in the playoffs in 5th position. Yep. Morecambe, by the way, I've put 21st. just because I fear for what might happen to them. Former Football League team, Scunthorpe, the Iron. They've clawed their way back up to this level. And I think they might stay up. I've got them 19th. Who's next? Solihull Mewis. I've got them in... where have I got them? 13th. Top of the bottom half. Boom. Like so. Who's next? Southend. Formerly managed by Steve Tilson, who was a Leeds United fan. I'm a wealthy, useless knowledge here, folks. Southend. I've got them 9th. Comfortably top half. Whoops. I'll put them there for now. Right, who's this next one? Sutton. Chris Sutton United. No, kidding. But yeah, Sutton United. Just about in top half. I've got them 11th. As I say, I'll place everyone like when I've kind of got them in the right brackets at least. Who's next? Tamworth. Where have I got them? Just above Sutton in 10th, top half. Like so. Truro. Newly promoted. But unfortunately I've got you in 22nd, I think you might go down again. However, I will point this out. I just had a very brief look at the National League website. On BBC site version of it. And Truro are making a lot of signings by the looks of it. So they are trying hard to recruit and to strengthen the team so that they might stay up. But I've got, at the moment, I got you 22nd Truro. But give it a good go. Give it a good go. I'm sure you will. Who's next? Wealdstone. Now, I don't like being harsh on Wealdstone. They gave us Jermaine Beckford. Alright? Who ended up being an absolute bloody legend in League One for Leeds. But unfortunately, you scraped survival. And I can't have you staying up on that. You survived by a point. So unfortunately, I've got Wealdstone bottom. 24th. They won't like me for that. I'm sorry. I mean, 4 teams have to go down, don't they? I mean, you know. It's one of those. Who's next? Woking. 14th, bottom half. But kind of near the top of the bottom half kind of thing, I guess. Yeovil, former Football League team and former Championship team, Yeovil. Let's just put that out there. Weren't they as high as the Championship not that long ago? I remember Stephen Warnock, who was a Leeds fullback at the time, scored a free kick from a ridiculous angle and a ridiculous distance out, and it was hugely wind assisted. It was about the only goal he ever scored for Leeds. He didn't score many for Leeds. But I just remember that goal. Massively wind assisted. The poor goalkeeper in opposition goal. Flipping Yeovil goalkeeper, bless him. He there were no way he was ever getting to that. That goal was so wind assisted. That is the most wind assisted goal I have ever seen. Absolutely crazy. Yeovil, I've got you 17th, bottom half. Sad times for the Greens of Yeovil Town at the moment. And then York City, where Leeds' youth team have been playing their home games in recent times. Nice new stadium actually, isn't it? Looks good. formerly at Kit Kat Crescent, or Bootham Crescent, as it was formerly known. Those are times for York City fans, aren't they? And they hold part of the name of Yorkshire, so you know I've got to be quite healthy to York here. I had a very good season last season. 90. How does a team not get promoted on 96 points in any division? That's balmy. Whoever puts the rules together for National League have got to right. Here's my argument. Right, every division of football needs to be under the same body, from the first tier Premier League down to the 10th tier bottom division. Right? They've all got to be run by the same people, because this is why it is so hard to get out at National League to go up. You know, that little token of having a second team to go up, but having a ridiculous playoff system that goes from second to flaming 7th with an eliminator in there. Come on. Be real. Just make it the same in every division. Make it 3. So top 2 are automatic, and then a normal playoff of 4 teams. You know, aside from Premier League, which only has 20 teams, every other division that's 24 teams going down should be the exact same structure. I don't know why they fiddle and fart around in the EFL. Isn't there more movement in League 2 at the top than what there is in League 1 and Championship? If memory serves me right. It's ridiculous. It really is. I wouldn't have it. If I were in charge of it all, I'd have the exact same stuff going on every division. But that's just me. And unfortunately, I'm not in the position to change it. I would love to have the money that you get paid to do it. I ain't gonna lie. So York City, it ain't gonna be quite as good as last season, but it's still gonna be comfortable playoff. I've got you 4th. So there you go. So let's get everyone in position then, shall we? So Shaman top. Yeah, baby. Simon Grayson's Hartlepool. See, I've got no affinity with Hartlepool. I just think Simon Grayson's a great manager, and he'll do very, very well there. I'm certain of it. Ow! Crap. So Hartlepool 2nd, Carlisle 3rd. Where have I put Carlisle? They're all the way over there. So Carlisle 3rd, York 4th, Rochdale 5th, Gateshead 6th, and Altrincham 7th. There we go. Right, that's in order. Then what? 8th, Forest Green Rovers. Plus, didn't we get Ockaday from them? I could be wrong on that. But he were terrible. Ugh. Moving on. Moving on swiftly. 9th, Southend. 10th, Tamworth, that's right. 11th, Sutton. And 12th, Eastleigh. There we go, that's right. Bottom half. 13th, Solihull. Oh, that's right. Their badge is kind of cool. It's like is that an eagle? Like an eagle's head? Or an albatross's head? Or something? I don't know. I like the blue and yellow as well. And I like the green and yellow. I don't know. But anyway, so Solihull. And then Woking. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Alright, so Solihull, Woking, Aldershot, the Shots with their cool badge. Yep. Yeah, Aldershots is a cool badge. I like that, with the phoenix. It's good. Right, Who's after Aldershot? Braintree. I don't think Braintree would have had like a brain and a tree on their badge, and they don't have either. Not from what I can tell. I don't know. But Braintree after Aldershot. There we go. Who's after Braintree? Yeovil. Right, that's right. Boston are next, that's right. Then Scunthorpe. And then Brackley. There we go. Right, and then in drop zone, relegation zone, unfortunately, I do feel for Morecambe. It's like another Bury, isn't it, really? Unfortunately. I mean, like, purely from a player point of view, they came down from League 2 this last time, but the downwards momentum, even if the squad's good enough, the downward momentum, you know, dropping consecutive divisions is that's hard to take, isn't it? That's hard to take, so yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so Morecambe, then Truro, then Borehamwood, and then Wealdstone. Right, there we go. Right, folks, so that's in position then. That's where I've got everyone. It's based on next to no knowledge whatsoever. So I do apologise. Don't take it too hard. Don't take it too harshly, please. As I say, having Halifax top is just, it's all there. All there, I don't know. Camera's wrong way around or whatever. Anyway, you get my point. It's not up here is what I'm saying. I realistically think Halifax come 7th. Because that's the position they've made their own in recent seasons. And I don't see any reason why it'd be any different. They've got a different manager now with some different players, but the players they're signing are all from Kings Lynn. It's the former Kings Lynn manager. It's all lower league stuff. So why the club thinks that all of these guys are going to be good enough, I have no idea. I think they had an opportunity to approach Simon Grayson, and I don't think they bothered because of money. The Halifax chairman, Dave Buzzelsworth, he's done a lot for the club. Let's not beat around the bush here. He's done a lot for FC Halifax Town. But if Halifax Town are going to progress and get into the League 2, which is where we want them to be, he needs to find a buyer. And I'm not saying he's not trying. He may well be. But hiring Adam Lakeland, who, as I say, is just, he was managing Kings Lynn, and what have they done? They're not promoted to National League, are they? So he's a relatively young coach from what I can tell. But the infrastructure at the Shea is really good. It's a 10,000 stadium. There's a good atmosphere at the Shea usually when they get the fans there. And a town the size of Halifax, it deserves Football League. It really does. It's a good club. They haven't been there since the days of Jeff Horsfield and Jamie Patterson. Remember the days of Jamie Patterson crossing the ball into the box for Big Jeff Horsfield to score the goals. Those were fun times. And you look at some of the other strikers, along with Jeff Horsfield, they've had Jamie Vardy and they've had Lee Gregory. These are good strikers. Even when they were playing at Halifax, they were good. They scored a bucket load of goals for Halifax over the years. And that got them really good moves. The likes of Gregory and Vardy in particular, What a player. But yeah, this video is not about Halifax, it's about the National League as a whole. So yeah, there we go, folks. A very uneducated prediction of the National League for this upcoming season. Not based on very much knowledge whatsoever. Well, we're going to have some fun with these, haven't we? So yeah, there we have it, folks. That is my prediction for the National League for the 25-26 season. Do please give the video a thumbs up like. Do please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will dish out a prediction for League 2, League 1, Championship and Premier League before the seasons all start. So keep an eye out for those. They'll be slightly more educated than this one, without a shadow of a doubt. So there we go. But in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.